Namaste to all. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwarah, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Power there for a second. Ram, can you hear now? Okay. There was a power fluctuation here. Okay, let's see who would like to chant the first 10 shlokas. Any volunteers? Shivagami Rajagopalan.
Can I? Yeah, I have I've unmuted myself. Namaskaram.
Okay. Is this your first class, Bhagini?
Yeah, in this class, I'm coming live first.
First time. You've been learning through our audios?
No, but I know how to chant the Bhagavad Gita.
Okay. Could you please hold on then? Let us see if somebody else would like to chant. Swarna Lakshmi Bhagini.
Hari Om, Namaste, Bhani.
Namaste. Please go ahead with the first 10 shlokas.
Amen. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavad Gita Atha Dvadashodhyayah Bhakti Yogah Arjuna Uvacha Yevam Satata Yuktaye Bhaktastvam Paryupasate Ye Chapyaksharam Avyaktam Tesham Ke Yoga Vittamah. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Maya Veshya Mano Ye Mam Nitya Yukta Bhupasate Shraddhaya Parayopetaha Te Me Yukta Tamamataha Ye Tvaksharama Nirdeshyam Avyaktam Paryupasate Sarvatra Gamachintyam Cha Kutasthamchalam Dhruvam Sanniyam Yendriyagramam Sarvatra Samabuddhayah Te Prapnuvanti Mameva Sarvabhutahite Ratah Kleshodhikatarastesham Avyaktasakta Chetasam Avyakta hi gade dukkham Tehavadbhiravapyate Ye tu sarvani karmani Mayi sanyasya matparah Ananyenaiva yogena Mam dhyayanta upasate Teshamaham samudharta Mrityu samsara sagarat Bhavami nachirat partha Maya veshita chetasam Mayyeva manadhastva Mayi buddhim niveshaya Nivasishyasi Mayyeva अत ऊर्ध्वं न संशयः अथ चित्तं समाधातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम् अभ्यासयोगेन ततः मामिच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय अभ्यासेऽप्यसमर्थोऽसि मत्कर्म परमो भव मदर्थमपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि. धन्यवादः.
Excellent. Excellent. Your pronunciation, the visarga, everything was perfect. Excellent, Bhagini.
धन्यवादः. Thank you very much.
Astu. Ramalakshmi Bhagini has volunteered. Anybody else who learned from the last two sessions that we had and were able to practice? Anybody else? The next 10? Okay. Ramalakshmi ji, let me see if I can unmute you.
Namaste, Vaniji.
Namaskar.
Adaitabhya shaktosi kartum madhyogamaashritah.
Can you start one more time? One more time, the first word.
Adaitabhya shaktosi.
Adhaitadapya pa.
Adaitabhya shaktosi. Correct?
Very good. Correct.
Kartum madhyogamaashritah sarva karma palatyagam tatah kuru yatatmavan.
Very good.
Shreyo hi jnanam abhyasat jnanadhyanam vishishyate dhyanat karma phalatyagah शांतिरनंतरम अद्वेष्टा सर्वभूतानां मैत्रः करुण एव च निर्ममो निरहंकारः समदुःख सुखक्षमी.
Very good.
संतुष्टः सततं योगी यतात्मा दृढ निश्चयः मय्यर्पितमनो बुद्धिः यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः.
1 second. Mayyarpita.
मय्यर्पित.
Not pida. Mayyarpita mano buddhihi.
Okay. मय्यर्पितमनो बुद्धिः यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः. Tune मात्र.
Very good. Correct.
यस्मान्नोद्विजते लोकः लोकान्नोद्विजते शयः हर्षामर्षभयोद्वेगैः मुक्तो यः स मे प्रियः. मुक्तो यः स च मे प्रियः.
Very good.
अनपेक्षः सुषिर्दक्ष उदासीनो गतव्यथः सर्वारंभ परित्यागी यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः. यो न हृष्यति न द्वेष्टि न शोचति न काङ्क्षति शुभाशुभ परित्यागी भक्तिमान् यः स मे प्रियः. समक्षत्रौ च मित्रे च तथा मानापमानयोः शीतोष्ण सुख दुःखेषु समसंग विवर्जितः.
समसंग विवर्जितः.
समसंग विवर्जितः. तुल्य निन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी संतुष्टो येन केनचित् अनिकेतस्थिरमतिर्
मतिः.
Oh, sorry.
Mm.
Stiramatihi bhaktiman me priyo naraha. Ye tu dharmyamrutamidham yathoktam paryupasate Shraddhadhana mat paramaha bhaktastetiva me priyaha iti Srimad Bhagavad Gita su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Juda Samvade Bhakti Yogo Nama Dvadashodhyayah.
Very good. Very well chanted. Both of them
Namastu.
chanted very nice.
Thank you, ma'am.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Okay. Anybody who would like to do the summary? Anybody would like to hear some new voices? I think we had assigned some names last week, right? I don't remember who was supposed to take the first 10 and then second set. Am I audible? Okay, Mallika Akka is not here. Who else? Okay. Shankar Narayan Mama, would you like to summarize?
Yes.
Ah.
You
can do the first 10 and then Saraswati ji will do the second 10.
No, I have. You want a slogam wise some
no, the first we'll do the shlokam wise, right? In each shloka. Or,
okay.
We'll do the first 10 and then the second 10. Just one line for each.
Yeah, that's what I made. Let me start. First sloga. Arjuna inquired between those who are firmly devoted to your personal form, that is a Saguna Ubasane, Urva Varibade, and those who worship imperishable, the formless Brahman, Nirguna Ubasane, Aruva Varibade. Urva Varibade, Aruva Varibade. Whom do you consider to be more perfect in yoga? Rendas sloka. The Lord said, those who fix their mind on me and always engage in my devotion with steadfast faith, that is firm faith, Nitya Yukta Paraya Sraddhaya. I consider them to be the best yogis.
Okay, just give me 1 second. Sorry, just give me 1 second. Sorry, continue, Mama. Sorry.
Third and fourth sloka together. But those who worship the formless aspect of the absolute truth, So, what is absolute truth? That is Brahman. It has been defined here, the imperishable, Aksharam, the indefinable, Anideshiyam, unmanifest, Avyaktam, that is the Thotrathirukku apparpattadu. The all-pervading, Sarvadraham, Yengum Vyabitadu, the unthinkable, Achintyam, Sindanekku ettadathu, the unchanging, Kudastham, Maradadu, the immovable, Achalam, Naharadadu, the eternal, Dhruvam, Nilaitadu. By restraining that, these are the qualities of the absolute truth. So, those who worship this formless aspect of the absolute truth, by restraining their senses, Indiriyangala adakki, and being even-minded everywhere, Samabuddhiya, Samabuddhi ullavargalai, such persons engaged in the welfare of all beings, Sarva Bhuta Hite Ratha, also attain me. They will also attain me. Anja Sloka. For those whose minds are attached to the unmanifest, Nirguna Upasana, the path of realization is full of tribulations. That is frustrating. Worship of unmanifest is exceedingly difficult for embodied beings. Embodied beings means the udal unarchi udaiyavargal.
Those who have
they have badbi. Well, they have attachment to the body.
Feeling, correct.
Body feelings and this.
Correct.
Difficult for the embodied beings. They have badbi. 6 and 7. But those who dedicate all their actions to me, regarding me as a supreme goal, worshipping me and meditating on me with exclusive devotion, ananyena yogena. O Partha, as they have their consciousness is united with me, I swiftly deliver them from the ocean of birth and death. Nanavala kareyettuvennu solrar. Samuddartha.
Nachirat.
Nachirat. I swiftly, Nachirat. I deliver them from the ocean of birth and death. Kareyettuven. Samuddartha. Kareyettuven. Samudra saathilindu kareyettuven. Endu solrar. Ettal Sloka. Arjuna, fix your mind on me alone and surrender your intellect, that is buddhi, to me. Thereupon, you will always live in me, nivashyasi. On this, there is no doubt. Na samshayaha. There is no doubt. 9th sloka. If you are unable to fix your mind steadily on me, O Arjuna, then practice remembering me with devotion while constantly restraining the mind from the worldly affairs, worldly matters. 10th slogan. If you cannot practice remembering me with devotion, then just try to work for me. Thus, performing devotional service to me, you shall achieve this stage of perfection. He's telling that you have to do the devotional service.
Right. Offer everything to him.
Yeah.
Sarva.
Yes.
And also, don't think about the fruits of the action that you are doing.
Yes.
Sarma phala. Sarva
Karma
karma
balam
phala.
pura, you have to
Very nice. Very nice.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Saraswati ji. What is the name? Murli said.
Namaskaram, Vaniji.
Namaste.
In the second, can I continue?
From the 11th.
In the second half of the chapter, Lord Krishna further simplifies the steps to reach him through Bhakti Yoga. In Sloka 11, Even if one is not able to do the Swadharma with Ishvara Arpana Buddhi, then at least ask him to renounce the phala, fruit of all his activities with controlled mind. Here, he stresses on karma phala tyagam. In sloka number 12, he further gives the steps to reach that karma phala tyagam stage. Jnanam, that is awareness about Bhagwan and his Kalyana Gunangal, is better than practicing devotional service. Jnanam will develop to the point of meditation, which is better than jnanam. Jnanam is better than jnanam. Better than meditation is karma phala tyagam, giving up the result of labor, which automatically leads to peace of mind. In the next 7 slokas, he enlists the qualities that a devotee should possess to become favorite of Bhagavan. He ends the sloka with Sa Cha Me Priyaha. In the sloka 13, one who is without hatred towards all beings, Adveshta, friendly and compassionate, free from mamakara, that is doership, and ahankara, ego, has the ability to see distress and happiness with samabhava, and who possess forgiving nature is dear to him.
Very good.
And sloka number, next sloka, he says, a person who has feeling of contentment, that is santushtaha, control over his mind and senses, fixes his mind and intelligence with determination on Ishvara, is dear to Lord Krishna. Sloka number 15, he who does not cause pain to anyone in the world, anyone around him, and is not troubled by anyone, na udvijate, who is free from both positive and negative emotions like harsha, marsha, bhaya, and udvega, anxiety, is dear to Lord. Sloka number 16, he who is neutral, anapeksha, does not expect anything, pure and expert. Expert means knowing about why he has taken the bird, that is Perevi Pine. Free from all pains. He renounces all his endeavors. Then he does everything with selfless attitude. Parityagi. Such a person is dear to Lord Krishna. Then sloka number 17. One who does not experience extreme emotions, happiness and grief, lament, shochati, have unreasonable desires, kankshati, then parityagi, renounces the auspicious and inauspicious things, always immersed in devotional service, is dear to Lord Krishna. Sloka 18, he does not differentiate friend and foe, and does not differentiate also praise and abuse, that is honor and dishonor, heat and cold, happiness and distress, and he is free from all association, that is does not have any attachment. Sangha vivarjitaha. The sloka number 19, he accepts fame and defame equally, remains silent, satisfied with anything, not having any attachment to the residence, aniketaha. And he has steady mind, full of devotion. Such a person is dear to Lord Krishna. In the concluding sloka number 20, he says, those who engage themselves with faith in this nectar-like dharma, taking him as Supreme Lord, is very, very dear to him. So whatever enlisted by Bhagavan in the above slokas, if we adhere to, it will help us to lead a better life and be connected to Bhagavan.
Very nice. Very
Thank you.
nice. Very nice. It was word by word, but then it was crisp and to the point too. Very nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay. Both did very well. Very nice summary. Anybody else who would like to add something? Okay. Anybody? Okay. How many of you have started by hearting? You can do a hand raise and I can count. Okay, Usha ji, Kalavati ji, okay, Saraswati ji, okay, Jyotsna, okay, okay, Ramalakshmi ji, 5, Kalpagab ji, very good, okay, okay, Himamali ji, 2. Good, please continue. We'll hope that we'll complete all the 20 and we'll be able to chant with our videos on and without looking at the script. Okay. Is there anybody else who would like to add anything? It's one of the most important chapters in Bhagavad Gita in terms of, I would say, people like us who are still very much connected to bhakti. A lot of things that we do, it is only because of the bhakti and the love we have for Bhagavan. Of course, we have to constantly keep reiterating to ourselves what is bhakti, what is true bhakti, how do I exhibit this bhakti to Bhagavan, and how can I do it as nishkamya without expecting anything in return, and just have that pure love that we have for him, and gratitude. Love also includes gratitude. So all the qualities that he says, these are the qualities that make a bhakta very dear to me. These are the qualities that actually make a true bhakta. So I think we need to remember all this when we practice that bhakti, and anything that we do, be it any ritual that we do, even everyday stuff that we do, like when lighting a lamp or doing a kolam, or even keeping flowers, like poo vekumbodu kuda, instead of doing it as a chore, if you're able to keep it for like 2 Swami or your Guru or Swami, whoever it might be, with like lot of love, I think that is like true bhakti. While Nityanushtanams are important, the underlying bhakti is also equally important. So in that aspect, this chapter is very, very important for us to remember on a day-to-day basis. Okay. Okay. Next week, we will not have class. We will meet again the week after. Shankar Narayan Mama, would you like to say something?
Yeah, just I want to tell about this one. With one example, a short one. A short one. This is for the book only. I taken from the book.
Okay.
ஒரு ஈகிள், ஒரு பருந்து தன் கொக்கல ஒரு மீனை கொண்டு பறந்திருந்து, அது பார்த்த மற்ற காக்கைகளும் பருந்துகளும் பருந்தை பின்தொடர்ந்து அது பின்னாடி ஃபாலோ பண்ணிட்டு, அது எந்த தெக்கில் சென்றாலும் காகங்களும் பருந்துகளும் கூடவே பறந்து சென்றன. தொந்தரவை பொறுக்க மாட்டாமல் அந்த ஈகிள் மீனை கீழே போட்டு விட்டது, அப்பால் போட்டு விட்டது. உடனே அதை மற்றொரு பருந்து கவிக்கொண்டு போனோம்னா மற்ற காகங்களும் அது பின்னாடி தொடர்ந்து சேஸ் பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்கு. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஈகிள் வந்து இந்த விபத்திலிருந்து தப்பிச்சுண்டு மரத்துல போய் சாந்தமா உட்கார்ந்துருது. முதல் மருந்து சாந்தமா ஒரு மரக்கொலையில் உட்கார்ந்தது. இப்படி சாந்தமாக இருக்கும் பட்சியை பார்த்து வணங்கி ஒரு அவதூதர், ஒரு முனிவர் பருந்தே, நீதான் எனக்கு குரு. இந்த உலக பற்றுக்களாகிய சுமையை மனிதன் கீழே போடாத வரையில் அவனால் உலக சஞ்சங்களிலிருந்து தப்பித்துக் கொள்ள முடியாது. உலக சஞ்சலங்களிலிருந்து தப்பித்துக் கொள்ள முடியாது. அவனுக்கு சமாதானம் ஏற்படாது. இது நீ எனக்கு கற்பித்தாய், நீதான் என்னோட குரு அப்படின்னு சொல்ற. So once he dropped that fish, he become, earlier it was agitated. பருந்து என்ன பண்ண, கீழே போட முடியல, ஓடவும் பறக்கவும் முடியல. So he was having a lot of the agitation.
And it was being attacked by the other eagles also. Yeah. It had the prey in hand, and because the other eagles also wanted, it was under attack itself, and it didn't know what to do. The moment it let go, the freedom that, which is the detachment, the freedom that
after dropping, he is comparing with the Valaha Patrikal, the attachment. It become calm.
Correct.
It is become calm.
Correct.
இந்த லெசன் எனக்கு டீச் பண்ண, நீதான் எனக்கு குரு அப்படின்னு சொல்ற.
Very true. And when we talk about greed, we talk about monkey and the jar of nuts, right? Where you always want like more. That is one of the core nature of humans. Swamiji calls it, atriptikaratvam, which is whatever we are given, we always want more. Little more. That doesn't mean you don't strive to get better. It is not about the effort. It is about what is given to us and how we accept it. So I remember reading this example in Swami Chidbhavananda's commentary to Vyakyanam too. Very nice. Thank you so much for sharing. It's so important. It is that attachment which causes problems. And sometimes we don't know how to be detached. It's not easy at all.
It's not easy. Yes.
It's not easy. The being detached to actions or the relations that we have, actions, relations, materialistic things that we have, something very dear to us, when, if you are not able to find it, or if that breaks, we get so upset. It suddenly becomes, this was one of my most favorite dress, this was one of my most favorite jewelry. Suddenly, whenever something breaks, or you lose it, or whatever, there is that attachment, that emotion that comes out, which is which is very, very difficult. And attachment with respect to relations too, be it I think the most difficult is probably children, because they came through us, but even the other way around, parents and parents-in-law and friends and extended family, people who make, like, even guru for that matter. In fact, which is why in Nirvana Shatkam, Adi Shankara says, the Atma is neither the guru nor the Sishya. I don't want you to be attached to the guru himself. You should not be attached to the guru. In fact, I have a friend who has been a student of Swami Paramarthananda and Swami Omkarananda for a very, very long time. She was I think a teenager when she's of my age, and she was a teenager when she started going to classes. And I know she used to have their personal numbers, like Swamiji or a personal number she used to have. And when Swami Omkarananda attained Siddhi, she was shattered. And when she said, when she had this conversation with Swami Paramarthananda, I think she immediately called Swamiji and said, I'm simply not able to accept that Swamiji is not with us anymore. So Swami Dayananda Saraswati's Sishya is Swami Paramarthananda. Swami Paramarthananda's Sishya is Swami Omkarananda, whom we lost him to COVID. So I should say COVID-related complications. So she said, one of the teachings that Swamiji said, Swami Paramarthananda apparently told her, that is why you should not have attachment even to Guru. So she said, now she is practicing that even with Guru, like, he means the world to me, And because he also has a human shariram, he has to undergo the shedding of the shariram as well, right? So even though he could be with us, in a sukshma rupam and guide us and be that guiding light in us, but she said that was a big learning lesson for her, that even with the Guru, I mean, she any event that she runs, she's a very spiritual person, and any event that she runs, like Swamiji will be there to bless her, at least for a few minutes, Swami Omkarananda, to bless her personally. So that was the kind of relationship she had. And when I saw the news, my first call was to her, because I didn't have anybody in the house. I'm not directly learned from Swamiji. I had briefly registered for that 5-year Shastra course. So I used to listen to him, and I thought he was like a roaring lion for Sanatana Dharma, right? We need people like him to talk and place that axle of Sanatana Dharma, and don't accept like nonsense from others who have no clue what this religion is about and the practice is about. So I think the lesson that you said, it holds good for every relationship, including Guru. That's what I wanted to mention.
நம்ம பிறக்கும்போது தனியா பிறந்தோம், போகும்போது தனியா போறோம். ஓகே, in between வந்ததெல்லாம் அட்டாச்மென்ட் தான்.
Oh, absolutely. And what do we take, right? I mean, all the materialistic thing. I think I had mentioned this in one of the classes. My teacher, when I was attending, very, very briefly, I attended his live classes. Or maybe this was also in his recordings. I think he had asked a task, go to your house and make a list of things that you think you can't live without. That was an exercise he gave everybody. And I think one student said she had a book. I might have mentioned this in one of the earlier classes. She had a book which was signed by Swami Dayananda Saraswati himself. And that student came back and said, I can give up anything, I cannot give up that book. So he said, why do you think you can't give up that book? Because that is Swamiji's like blessings to me. So he asked her, like, say tomorrow there is a fire accident, there is a flood or something like that in your house, and the book goes away. Do you think Swamiji's blessings also goes away? And her answer was no. Swamiji's blessings are always there with me. It's not defined by Swamiji's autograph in that book, right? So we fail to think from a higher plane. When we see closer, everything is like sort of like magnified. Even small things look magnified. We have to go up and start seeing it from a higher plane. It's not easy. Thank you for bringing this. It's so important. I keep telling my children, in fact, I had this conversation with them like a couple of days back. I don't know how to be indifferent to them. I want to be indifferent to them. I don't know how to be. Like, for example, when they don't do what they're supposed to do, with respect to school or anything else. I don't know how to be indifferent towards them. I said, my one of my twins and I have like long conversations, and she was like, why do you think so, Amma? Why do you think you're not able to do it? Why do you think you're not able to be indifferent towards us? I said, I don't know. I think it's the mother in me. I simply cannot. If night they'll come to me and say, Amma, you have to cover this notebook for me, I'll give one big lecture about why you didn't ask me before, right? And then I'll be like, no, I will not put this cover for you. This time you have to submit it without cover. Whatever scoldings you get. It's not my problem. And then after they go to sleep, quietly I will cover and keep and put the label, I know part of it is like Swadharma, but I don't know how to be like indifferent towards them. So I think there is a sense of attachment which always overwhelms. Yeah. So I'm just speaking out of like personal experience, which happens because I have little children. It happens on an everyday basis. I think for people who have children who are grown up, who are leading their own lives, it might be, I don't know if it's easier.
No, it is not easy.
No, even
it is still like the same thing.
Even I'm seeing my grandchildren who are having 10th class and 7th class. One will take the other's pencil or eraser. They'll run away. Or when she has gone to school, other one will take that one and start using it. Finally, the first one will somehow found out and they had a lot of problems.
And the overpatching
Yeah, it's like everything is important to them, but then they are not aware, right?
Well,
Now
yeah,
we are aware of
children.
it.
Yeah, children.
Yeah,
Children,
so they are not aware, so you can understand.
They are not that matured at, and
Yeah, to understand this concept,
Yes.
right? So in fact, my daughter's something new that she bought got stolen in her school, and she said, and it was very personal to her because we bought it for her like the day before her birthday, and it was very, very precious to her. Nothing, it was one color set or something like that, I don't remember. She came back home sobbing and crying, and you know, the world basically ended for her. I said, what happened? She said, Amma, I was very tired. I slept off for 10 minutes, and in the 10 minutes somebody took away what you bought for me yesterday. I said, okay, whom do you think did it? And she said, this, I think it's this person, but you know, she left. So my point is, when she said that, she said, I have so much of emotion attached to that because you bought for me for my birthday. I hope I never become that person who steals somebody which is precious to somebody else. And I felt that was profound that she said that. Now, and I don't want to become this person who just steals. For that person, it is just a thing. But for me, it is an emotion, Amma, because you bought it for me specifically for my birthday. I hope I never become that person who steals, right? So I think at the end of it, it's the awareness that we need to create. Children don't have that. I have the awareness, but I am unable to practice. So yeah, I think
my point is the children have got attachment to the small value items, whereas aged people have attachment towards various things, having a house or a car or whatever.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We have attachment to it, pencil.
Oh, it's there, but we are able to let go at some point.
Yes.
But I think on relationships and stuff, I think one of our favorite dress that we have or something like that, maybe for women it's harder, I don't know, but it's the awareness that we need to practice. Now I know that, you know, I'm attached to it. I don't want to be attached. I don't want, which is why I always keep saying, let's not stick to these everyday calls with somebody, right? Like if our day is not complete for a lot of us if we don't make that customary call either to a mother or a friend or sister or brother, and the call panni annik nadandada sonna tha our day is complete, and that creates dependency in our life, right? If that person is not available, the person is not reachable, you don't complete your day, then you start being anxious. So I always tell, you know, my close friends, don't have these customary calls. I don't have anybody for that call, so it's easier for me to say. But if you have these calls, try not to make it mandatory every day. Ayyo, enga akka kitta nadandhathu sollama enakku thookame varadhu, right? Or I have to say everything to my mother before I go to bed. My mother also tells me it's a dependency that we are creating, which is not healthy. So which is why such people have a longer recovery when there is a loss, because we are placing dependency on something which is not shashvatam. So okay, thank you so much. I apologize for the late start today. Next week we will not have class. We will meet hopefully with Guru Kripa. We'll meet the week after. Okay. Anything else which anybody else would like to say? Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Tatsat. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Mahapariyava Sharanam. Jai Jai Shankara. Hara Hara Shankara. Thank you all for joining.